Jumia Black Friday is back. Up to 70% off on millions of products. Be ready. 11:59 p.m. 1st November.
Hey everyone, how's it going? It's Truvy and here again, and today in this video shall be basically looking on smartphones and devices and other electronics. Let's start with the Infinix Note 5 stylus, which recently has just been released. Right now it's currently sold for about 70,000 naira after being reduced by a 5% discount, which was formerly 74,000 naira. But we think that because of this Jumia Black Friday, it will actually be reduced to about 7% more, which would make the price fall down to about 67,000 naira. So if you've been looking to buy the Infinix Note 5 stylus, please watch out, because on this Jumia Black Friday it might actually go to about 67,000 naira. So you should keep this one locked on. Next is the 4.5 kVA generator, which has a key which enables it to start quicker and uses the battery also. It's currently sold for about 68,000 naira, but on the start of the Jumia Black Friday it might actually go to about 67,000 naira. These are majorly minor differences in discount prices, but as the Jumia Black Friday goes on, it might actually increase more, and the price might actually get slashed more. Next we have the Canon PMax E4T41. Sorry I pronounced that wrongly. It's E414 inkjet photo printer. It's an all-in-one printer. That's because it prints, it scans, and also it can copy, which means make a photocopy of anything you give it to do. It's currently sold at 8,000 naira, but when the Black Friday comes up, it will be about 50%, which would take it down to about 7,500 naira or more. Next is the Umigide 1. This is the 5.9-inch version. It's a global version. It's currently running on Android 8.1 with 4 gigs of RAM and 32 gigabytes of ROM with 4G Lite actually, and it starts at 50,000 naira. But we think about the Jumia Friday, it should go down to about 48,000 naira, which would be just about 4% of discount more. Next is the Infinix Hot S3X. This was recently released side by side with the Infinix Note 5 stylus, or should I say Note 5? Yeah, it was recently released with the Note 5, and it is the latest tablet, or should I say the phablet from Infinix. 6.2-inch screen, it's HD. It has 3 gigs of RAM and 32 gigabytes of ROM. It actually would not be affected heavily by the Jumia Black Friday sales, but right now it stands at 61,000 naira. As the Jumia Friday should commence, which is on the 2nd of November, we think it should go down to about 53,000 naira, about. Yeah, it should go down to 53,000 naira or even 50,000 naira. So make sure you look out for this one, because it actually might not drop as much as we would expect it to. It normally would be about 50%, but it should go to about 50,000 to 53,000 naira. So make sure you look out for this one. Next is the generic smartwatch, which acts as a pedometer. This might actually be for watching your fitness if you're into exercises and sport enough. So make sure you check out for this one, which should go down to about 2,500 naira on the Jumia Friday sales event. Next is the hair straightener, which is used to curl and straighten your hair and acts as a dryer as well for drying your hair. It's currently for 2,600 naira, but it would go down to about 2,240 naira on the Jumia Black Friday. Next is a cool dot sneaker, which is black in color. You know, there's a very common and favorite sneaker for most people. It's sporty and it's currently at 2,000 naira, but it might not be affected much. It might just go down to about 1,900 naira. This is a generic economic kitchen bundle, which has both 6 kilogram gas cylinder, 4 pots of different sizes, a kettle, a frying pan, a set of non-stick frying spoons, and that's what they mean by non-stick frying spoons, all this equipment here. And it also has a small knife set to it, a table of a set of knives. This is what we have there, a kettle, and it's actually at 14,450 naira right now, but when the Jumia Friday event starts, it should go down to 10,000 naira, which is approximately an addition of 40% to make it a 50% discount off. Next is a smartphone, the Umigdi. Oh, I'm very sorry about that. It's not an Umigdi smartphone. This is the Ulefone Power 3S. This is a 6.0 inch smartphone, 4 gigs of RAM, 64 gigabytes of ROM. This actually is a budget smartphone, but it actually has been slashed up, so it's now both budget smartphone and a flagship on the side of the producers, Ulefone. It's a 6,350 mAh battery power phone. It has a dual camera setup, but it can be called a quad camera because that's two at the front and two at the back. It's Android 7.1. It has Gorilla Glass 4, which means it's actually very powerful and a strong glass, and it's full screen, and it starts at 70,000 there, but by the reason of the Jumia Black Friday sales, it should go down to about 56,000 there, which is approximately a 20% additional discount added to it. So these are the specs: 6,350 mAh battery, it has Face ID, it has Touch ID, which should be at the button, and it has 4G lights, and also a quad camera setup. So that's basically all we have for you today on this video. Thank you for watching, and check the link below for a link to other great discounts on other flagship phones like the Samsung the S9, the Note 9, and Apple's XS Max, and a lot of others. Thank you for watching. Please make sure you subscribe to the channel so you get more latest deals as the Jumia Black Friday sales proceeds.